The Blob saga is getting so real. Remember the strange radar anomaly that came out of Antarctica? Specifically what looks to be Bouvet Island, which is a whole other rabbit hole. Well, it keeps happening. The anomaly has occurred at least 3 more times in the last week. It registers on the radar as waves and goes almost all the way up the Atlantic. But everyone is saying there's no way these are giant waves because these are major trade routes going through here and we would have seen video or heard something. So what the heck is it? It seems like they're sending out some kind of frequency or energy pulse that could potentially be doing things like affecting the weather.
Holy shit!
Have you seen how much hotter the water is in the Atlantic and the Gulf this year? It's at unprecedented levels and perfect conditions for absolutely insane hurricanes. For comparison, this is how hot the water was before Hurricane Katrina. Right now, it's about 10 times worse. And not only that, but the whales and other marine animals have been acting really strange.
45 odd false killer whales and 1 bottlenose dolphin first stranded before 2 p.m. yesterday at the rocky beach in Taylor's Bay.
They were screaming. It is probably the thing that's stopping me from sleeping because you can hear this screaming in your ears. They were making more than a noise. They were really yelling out for help.
It was a mammoth task, but the volunteers were able to refloat them.
It almost seems like they're trying to tell us something, or they can feel whatever it is that they've been pulsing out. But this to me is the craziest part. Ventusky, which is the radar that the anomaly has been appearing on, just announced that they will be completely deleting their wave model. The National German Meteorological Service is once again facing issues with its wave model, which is showing incorrect values near Africa. Based on today's information, the DWD will withdraw and redesign the model. This is an unusual situation that requires the cancellation of the entire forecasting model and the preparation of a new version. The MFWAM model from Meteo France will replace the current model on the Ventusky platform. Supposedly it's because it's a glitch and they can't stand all of the attention this has been getting, but I think we all know that's not the real reason.
May 27th, 2024, our blob was back today, but we will now have to work harder to see our celebrity blob since the German Meteorological Service has pulled the plug on how we get to see our little blob. From what I could see in the comments, most of you didn't buy the glitch. In particular, notice this one comment and the image. This is telling because this image is from another app, not Ventusky, and you can clearly see the Blob Anomaly showing up on another app, not just Ventusky. Well, if there's one thing the internet's good at, it's finding things.
My friends, it is my opinion that the Antarctic anomaly frequency is heating the Atlantic Ocean and will make hurricane season a lot worse. Check this out. And of course, this is only a theory. All right, my friends, welcome back. We're on Ventusky, and look what's back. It is May 23rd, 2024, and we have the beginning of the Antarctic anomaly once again. This one goes for a few days before they remove it. They will remove this. They always do. I'll skip to the days real quick just so you can see how far this frequency goes, because that's what this is. This is a frequency technology coming from Bouvet Island, and you can see this spreading all the way up to the northern Atlantic, and I'm going to explain why we see this again. As you can see, the data here ends on the 29th. They will remove all data except for the data that initially took place, which will be right about here at 11 a.m. on Thursday. So you'll see this, and you'll see the rest of today, and then they will gradually remove this data. Now, I want you to think about something. The insane amount of heat we've been having in the Gulf and the southeastern states. But my friends, what we are seeing here with this heating of the Atlantic Ocean, we are 3 months ahead of schedule. As you can see on this chart, this is where we should be in the month of August as far as the temperature. In this section of the ocean, the exact path where our hurricanes come from the west coast of Africa, sweep down through the Cape Verde Islands, and then into the Caribbean. This is going to be a serious situation for the Caribbean, as I said, and also the Gulf. We're going to be dealing with Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all these areas, including the Gulf of Mexico and eastern Florida. That is why, in my opinion, of course, this is my theory about this situation, we are seeing this Antarctic anomaly because this is a type of frequency weapon. This program has no other way of determining this type of data, so it only puts it out in a wave format. That's why it's not showing up in any other setting, and sometimes we get this on windy and sometimes we don't. But this, my friends, is the program trying to analyze this data, and the only way it knows how to is to put it in this form, so we're seeing an energy pulse. That's why we had the insane weather all over Africa and then Brazil shortly after and during these anomalies. There's no denying that that weather lined up exactly with every time this anomaly popped up. You can see that here in this image. Every time the anomaly popped up on 4/9, we had insane weather in Cape Town, South Africa. It was then followed by insane weather in Kenya, and then Oman, and then Brazil, as we just discussed. So keep an eye out for significant weather in these areas or the continuing of significant weather. My friends, this is a very significant thing that's taking place down by Antarctica. Whether it's the island we've been speaking of, the Weir Antenna Array up to the northwest of the island, or the Antarctic coast itself. Regardless, this is a frequency. There's nothing physical about this situation or wave. There's no waves being read because that's not what's actually here. It's only being read as waves because this program has no other way of analyzing this type of info and putting it out to us. So this is the extent that we get the anomaly this time, going all the way up into the North Atlantic Ocean. This is unbelievable, my friends. I'll keep up on this as always. Take care. Bye-bye.
Maybe you've seen people talk about this, and I've seen some things about this ever since April. There's been videos and speculation about what is this mysterious anomaly, this red blob. They claim it's heating up, that it's in Antarctica. Could it be something really mysterious? Could it be some type of volcano, a sea creature, some type of maybe even the Kraken? The Kraken! Oh no! I've put this together, and at the end of the video, leave your comments.
In the chilling depths of the Antarctic, where the sun's rays barely penetrate and the water is a frigid, dark abyss, a red enigma awaits discovery. This mysterious red blob has sparked intrigue and curiosity among scientists and enthusiasts alike. Dare to delve into the unknown. The Antarctic waters are not for the faint-hearted, with their icy temperatures and unpredictable conditions. Paranormal enthusiasts gather round. This is a tale that will send shivers down your spine and ignite your imagination. A bizarre red blob has appeared in the ocean near Antarctica, a phenomenon that defies easy explanation, and it's sending shivers down spines worldwide. The sight of this eerie red mass has left many wondering about its origins and purpose. Is this anomaly a harbinger of an impending tidal wave? Could it be a sign of something catastrophic on the horizon? Could it be a colossal sea creature stirring from ancient slumber? A behemoth of the deep that has remained hidden for millennia, ready to reveal itself to the world? The idea of such a creature awakening is both thrilling and terrifying. Or perhaps it's something even more extraordinary. The possibilities are endless, and each theory more fascinating than the last. This mysterious red mass has been showing up on ocean radars. Its presence a puzzle that has baffled scientists and ignited imaginations across the globe. The scientific community is abuzz with theories and hypotheses, each more intriguing than the last. Now let's wander into the realm of the fantastical. Let your mind explore the wildest possibilities. Some whisper of the legendary Kraken, a fearsome beast from the depths that has haunted sailors' tales for centuries. A fearsome beast from the depths. The Kraken, with its massive tentacles and terrifying presence, is a creature of nightmares. Others speculate about an undersea alien base cloaked in secrecy. Could extraterrestrial beings be hiding beneath the icy waters, conducting experiments or observing us from afar? And then there are those who believe this could be a portal to another dimension, a gateway where the known meets the unknown, where reality blurs with the fantastical, a gateway where the known meets the unknown. Imagine a world where different dimensions intersect, creating a passage to realms beyond our comprehension. Could it be a manifestation of Gaia, the Earth's spirit, sending us a cryptic message? Is the planet itself trying to communicate with us, warning us of impending changes or urging us to take action? The Earth Spirit sending us a cryptic message? The idea of Gaia, the living Earth, reaching out to us is both mystical and profound. Or perhaps a residue from ancient, forgotten civilizations, remnants of a time long past, lost beneath the ice. Could these be the remains of a once thriving society, now buried under layers of ice and snow, lost beneath the ice? The thought of ancient civilizations hidden beneath the Antarctic ice is a tantalizing mystery. While the truth remains shrouded in mystery, one thing is certain. The red blob has captured our collective curiosity. It has become a symbol of the unknown, a beacon for those who seek to uncover the secrets of our world. One thing is certain. The red blob has captured our collective curiosity. The world watches and waits, eager for answers. So what do you think lies beneath the surface? Is it a creature, a phenomenon, or something beyond our wildest imaginations? Only time will reveal its secrets. Until then, keep your eyes on the water and your imaginations open.
Oh, I promise you're in for a treat with everyone's favorite unnamed island. People kept asking me to check out the diamond-shaped waves on the coast, so I did. This looks a little like it's possibly obscured, but it could be just some sea mist. Here's some nearby rocks that just look normal, kind of bubbling, but it is a volcanic island. That was Google Earth, but on USGS, the nearby rocks have clear concentric circles as though they're vibrating, perhaps? Here's the big surprise. A helicopter tour of Bouvet Island, yes! Wait, could we slow down? Is that an entrance? There's also this weird thing, kayaks maybe, on the uninhabited island. Naturally, I head off to Google Earth to see if I can find this entrance. Is this an entrance? Or just an alcove in the rocks? By the way, I also found this. It's between Bouvet Island and Brazil, deep in the ocean. Clearly a structure, and not just a little structure. That's at least 50 kilometers wide. Curiouser and curiouser. Could it be related to Bouvet Island? See you in the comments. Take care. Guess what? Our little blob made it to Newsweek, along with my video where I showed you how NASA satellite images block out an area where the blob appeared, as well as a strange antenna pattern that seems to be embedded in the ocean floor, northwest of our mysterious Bouvet Island that has no name on Google Earth unless you enter it, and often seems to be the origin point of the blob. I had posted about bizarre cloud anomalies over Bouvet Island, and then posted when I learned that these are a rare cloud occurrence called von Karman vortex streets. Well, I decided to go back in time, and when I reached February 2019, I found something truly astonishing. This is February 14th at 2 a.m. and this is 5 a.m. This does not look natural. It doesn't look like organic, blobby weather. These seem to be parallel lines of activity, spaced evenly. They fade away. And when I went to look up weather for 2019, lo and behold, I discovered Calgary had one of the coldest winters on record. Yet the Earth's oceans had one of the warmest Februaries on record, in particular off the coast of South Africa. Here's where it gets freaky. Someone wrote to me suggesting I look at the time-lapse of Bouvet Island on Google Earth. Watch what happens when our lovely little island gets to 2017. Poof! Gone. It's blued out. But here's the thing. It's not just blued out for a little bit. It's blued out for 6 years. Why is our little island blued out for 6 years? If the blob interests you, check out my entire playlist on the blob. See you in the comments. Take care. Well, look who stopped by and paid a visit. It's the blob. Even though Ventus Sky said the model was being withdrawn and redesigned completely. Remember, the blob did show up elsewhere. The strange and mysterious South Atlantic Blob Anomaly, indicated as 85-foot waves, but there were no 85-foot waves. But what there was rather extreme weather. Even now, after this blob sighting, strange and terrifically terrible weather in South Africa. By the way, Angola just had an earthquake. Angola doesn't really get earthquakes. In fact, this is the largest in 100 years. Still, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. See you in the comments. Take care. Oh no, our little Bouvet Island was close to an earthquake today, a 5.4 magnitude. Here's what it looks like with all the seismic activity. You can see it clearly falls on the fault lines. I don't suspect anything untoward. Here it is. Just having a look at some rocks that look normal. Let's pop over the other side of the island. Clearly some overlays happening. Now, is it just me? Or does this look like bubbling in the ocean? Bubbles from our volcanic island. Could it be that Bouvet Island is waking up? If we go northwest of Bouvet Island, we do find this very large pattern. Now it looks like an antenna pattern etched into the ocean floor. I am aware of bathymetric measuring where ships use sonar and LiDAR to do high-definition mapping of the ocean floor. But my question is, most of the ocean floor is mapped with long, straight, irregular lines. So it is peculiar to me that we have this precision pattern. Speaking of oddities, I did head a little further northwest and I found a perfect right angle on the ocean bed, measuring 50 kilometers wide and 50 kilometers high. What could that be? Well, at least it wasn't as peculiar as what I found in the waters of our new unnamed island, Prince Edward Island. Here's an example of how your brain can be tricked. Doesn't that look like a spaceman swimming? But then, widening the angle, we see what much more clearly looks like fish or sharks or dolphins swimming in a cluster. That's just a quick update for today on our little unnamed islands. See you in the comments. Take care. Crazy update today on the blob. I'm sharing information sent by other people. This is the day before May 6th when one of the appearances of the blob, right? We're seeing swirling very close to the area of Bouvet Island. But get this. This is May the 6th. This is the day the blob showed up at ventusky.com. Why is this blocked out? Is this normal? Do we normally see giant areas of satellite imagery blocked out? But check this out. Check these coordinates. Okay? And in a minute, I'm going to show you the relation of these coordinates to Bouvet Island. Now, I'm a licensed ham radio operator. That's the whole point of my channel, is ham radio. I love ham radio. So I recognize this shape. The first thing I think of is an antenna. I'm showing you images of a Yagi-Uda antenna. You can recognize the shape. Look at this, though. I also am familiar with underground heating of concrete. Look what that looks like. I mean, this rabbit hole really keeps getting deeper. And I just want to remind also the relation to this area to Bouvet Island. There's our mysterious Bouvet Island that has no label when you zoom in on Google Earth. Here we go to our strange, definitely unnatural patterning. Let me know in the comments what you think. Take care. Hey, it's Glamham. I posted a couple of days ago with unusual satellite photos of our Bouvet Island. You know, the one that disappears from 2017 to 2022. And I showed, thanks to Blueversky, there's a Steam player who seems to be enjoying a game on Bouvet Island. I thought surely it's a VPN. Then Callie Lynn sent me this. Thanks, Callie Lynn. I'm no IT person, so ask your IT friends, what does this mean? Are there servers operating on Bouvet Island? I don't know how that could be because it's uninhabited. One of the companies was Cloudflare. I did get a little worried when I saw cloud, but website security. That's a relief because I did think when I heard the word cloud. Anyway, let me know what you think. Could our uninhabited island have some sort of computer operations going on? See you in the comments. Take care. Bouvet Island, home of the blob, although removed, a blob-like activity seems to be heading east. So I thought, so will I. I headed off around Google Earth and found a couple of other innocuous little islands. As to be expected, they should have a name. This one is Marion Island. Off I go to the neighbouring... Oh, what is this island? Not another unnamed island. And what's this? This looks interesting. So interesting it had to be blacked out. Here's how they sit compared to Africa. Not too dissimilar from Bouvet Island, right between South Africa and Antarctica. As we know, Bouvet is the most remote island in the world. What else does it have in common with our new unnamed island, which turns out to be Prince Edward Island, and along with neighbouring Marion Island, together they form the Prince Edward Islands. Like Bouvet, they are volcanic islands. Both have nature reserves. Marion Island has mouse-proof doors. Turns out there's a big mouse problem. They're eating the heads of baby wandering albatrosses. Rest assured, 25 million is being raised. Sort that out in 2026. Marion has a research station. I'm sure one of you knows what these are. Oh, now we're talking a radio project. PRISM instrument installed in 2017. Remember how Bouvet Island disappeared from Google Earth time-lapse in 2017? I wonder. Well, it seems Bouvet and Prince Edward Island do have more in common than just a nature reserve, a research station, and being volcanic. They both vanish from 2017 to 2022. Curiouser and curiouser. See you in the comments. Take care.